Alright YouTube, so this kind of regards the topic of my last video I just made last night, and the federal prohibition of drugs. I go into basically how different political parties react to the substances, why I think it would benefit, stop a lot of a cartel trafficking that kind of goes on. As you probably heard recently, and I'm kind of very interested to see what this is going to be like. So it'll be like the first time in months I actually watch television. As if you're not living under a rock, you've probably heard that for the first time in American history, a president has visited a federal prison and talked to inmates. Barack Obama had just visited El Reno prison, I think it's in Oklahoma, and talked to primarily drug offenders. Now, if you probably already know that Barack Obama's kind of been on this campaign to start a lessening the time for mandatory sentences of drug offenses. And I guess I kind of want to express my thoughts on the topic. I don't really think... I think Barack Obama is kind of a traditional Democrat in modern times, where he's not really for legalizing all substances, well, with the exception of cannabis. Like I said last night, the liberals' favorite flower. But he may believe that, but maybe it's too radical for the majority of the population to be on board for, so he's doing that little liberal, let's take baby steps to legalize substances. And recently, ever since July, I believe, he's been on this campaign in the final months of his presidency to kind of be a little more lenient on drug laws. Well, not necessarily drug laws, but the sentencing for criminals for drug laws. Do I agree with him on this issue? Yes. Do I think it'll solve the problem of victimless crime offenders getting jobs in the real world once they get out of prison? No. I don't know if this will be happening in Barack Obama's time of presidency, simply because he's only got a little over a year left in office. And in the following trend of presidential election, it's most likely going to be a super conservative Republican who takes office again and will most likely be reelected, which means what? There'd be 36 years of god-awful presidents, at least in my lifetime, that I can recall. Wait, I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, I got the math right. Why do I think he's doing this? I don't really think he gives a shit about drugs or drug offenders or this in general. What I think he's doing is kind of a PR campaign to kind of take away from some of the wrongs he's done as a president. So instead of being remembered as an awful president, he'll be remembered as a at least halfway decent president. But I do, regardless if he truly believes it or not, he's not really doing this for himself. He's doing this for society as a whole. I agree that there should be a lot more better rehabilitation programs, so on and so forth. That's about my thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on it? Leave it in the comments below. Peace out, YouTube. This has been AK Sliced You. Have a good day.